Sometimes you just gotta say fuck them.
Fuck.
And make your move.
Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
Paying dues. Money has always been free. It's like planting a tree in a backyard. You know, only when you buy a house and you try to have it within someone else do they have rules on what you can plant. But this game has always been free. Only a couple of fools have been playing dues. If you aren't in an industry like a doctor where you need a residency, because they're trying to make sure you don't kill nobody. If you're not in the elevator technician, they're trying to make sure the elevator don't fall. But if you out here just regular like me, trying to make money, who the fuck are these rules? Who made these rules for us to stop balling, homie? Who made it up? All this paying dues shit it comes from the mind of a certain kind of individual. Usually the devil backed up with intelligence. See, the devil knows in order to stop competition, we have to make these things that you need to have, certificates and all this other shit, so you can't just show up and do it. You know what I'm saying? We need you to run the triangle and shit. You just can't be Jordan. We need you to do this. You just can't be coming in here and not following directions. So since the great majority of us have been well trained like a puppy from birth to not even argue against this kind of structure, then you have people who now reinforce the structure. Freeman, you just can't let everybody be an author because you know what? You got to have some kind of rules and shit, and then you got to have some kind of syntax and iambic pentameter and shit. You can't just, not everyone can be a poet, because then when you let everybody in, you know what I'm saying, what's the rules? Now, the rules are called dues, as far as I'm concerned. Because, young homie, you can do whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell you want. You see, let me tell you the difference between money and this other shit y'all been getting it mixed up with. See, money is, let's talk about pizza. Let me use a better example. Homie, you can make a pizza right now. But if you're going to sell it to the public, the city says, get a health certificate. But they didn't put nothing in front of you saying you got to wait 20 years and shit and go to a master pizza maker and shit and fly to Italy, did it? They just said, nah, make sure the regulations are right. You ain't killing motherfuckers. Make sure the sauce is healthy. Now, if you in this game because you too goddamn educated and you've been following people, someone says, well, I think I need to sit behind a master pizza maker for 3 years. Pepe and Luigi and Mario, and sit behind everybody and learn this shit for 3 years, because then I'm going to be a master pizza maker. Now the city, the government didn't give you that. That's bullshit in your head. Now if you can make tomato sauce taste good, and you can make sure the goddamn bread don't burn, homie, I don't know why you can't make a pizza tomorrow. The only thing slowing you down is you getting those permits ready for the city. You get in the oven, right? See, the dues people think are dues is really a form of holding you back. It slows down the competition in this game, right? See, everybody in every business, homie, got to learn what's the right printer and what's the right pizza oven and what's the right cash register. You know what I mean? A lot of the smart people who are used to paying dues say, I'm going to learn it this way. I'm going to sit behind someone. I'm going to master the craft of pepperonis. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to sit here and learn the mozzarella. I'm going to learn all this shit. Right? But in every business, even the dudes, let me give you a better example. I don't mean to cut that story off short, but it's just so easy to explain to you. You got Koreans and Arab brothers in your neighborhood making chicken and making cheesesteaks and all kind of form of salty deaths in your shit. And they didn't know what the fuck that was. Did they go and sit under somebody and say, I gotta pay dues, man? Little Jalil, go and sit under Enrique so you can learn how to make tacos and shit. Nobody did that shit. They said, well, it look like meat and cheese and some fucking tortillas. I'm just gonna make the shit. And since we out here making money, what the fuck? We got our shit for the low. People like it on the street. The demand is high. Fuck it. See, this paying dues shit, homie, comes along to discourage the hustle. Okay? It discourages you saying fuck them. A lot of y'all, you need to say fuck them. I said fuck them. Fuck what the hell everybody else do. Fuck the structure that they kept building, saying you gotta do this. And I wouldn't do this, Freeman, if I were you. I would take at least 5 years. Freeman, you need to sit under people, and then you need to move up and shit, and then you need to learn this and this. Motherfuckers ain't teaching you shit. Last time you worked someplace, homie, is that somebody training you to take on their empire? To run it like you can go out and do it? Hell no. So what the fuck am I waiting for? That's your educated way of seeing the world. Miseducated way of seeing the world. That you're gonna sit under a motherfucker who makes money and he's just gonna fucking give game away like I don't mind, Little Johnny. Go ahead and open up another pizza place right across the street. Call it Little Johnny's Pizza. Right? Go ahead. Like they're gonna give you that game. So what are we waiting for when you know the devil ain't gonna fucking teach you? What are we around for? Huh? See, when you read these motherfucking books, young partner, the way they go about it is you need to sit here and learn about the fucking software. And then you need to... But you know when you buy software, homie, you know the software people will come out and train you? They do, because it's their product. Why wouldn't they come out and train you? You know when you buy a pizza oven, homie, if you go ahead and tell the dude who bought the pizza oven, how does it work? You know he might come out and show you, because guess what? He wants you to buy the goddamn pizza oven. If you bought some goddamn chairs from a furniture place and it was a substantial amount of chairs, hey, can you come out and teach me how to sit in a motherfucking chair? He might look at you funny, but he gonna say, fuck it, it's 10 G's on the line. What I do is put my left cheek on the goddamn chair first. Nobody paying dues in this chip game. I don't know what the fuck that came from. I mean, let's say it really came from. It's the regulation of cats coming from nothing and doing better than other people. So then you get the educated people say, well, if you didn't go through this qualification, then you know I don't trust you. Fuck them. The world ain't made up of these dumb motherfuckers who need validation from other. You know, Freeman. I love bringing up the book because I can explain so much of game from the art, from the conversations about the book. Right? $1.15 and so many conversations. Well, you know, he didn't explain how money is to be made. He didn't produce a budget. Man, shut your punk ass up, man. You need me to explain a budget to you, bitch? I mean, just, you know, save more than you spend. Budget 101, bitch. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with that shit. But you learn so much. Well, he didn't do this. And see, the game is this, homie. When you come from nothing, and I ain't talking about poor no more. I ain't talking about money. I mean lack of knowledge. Innovation comes from the lack of knowledge. All right? Maintenance comes from knowledge. Okay? So when I started a business, I didn't know what was right and wrong. I just knew I was making money. Fuck it. That's good enough for me. Then I got educated and learned how to build structures. Management, blah, blah, blah. Finance, marketing. That's structure. Right? To maintain my chips. Now, I don't want a young Freeman coming out of Freeman Inc. You dig what I'm saying? So, what am I going to teach this motherfucker who you're my understudy, one day you're going to run a company? Am I teaching them how to buy the pizza? Where to buy the pizza? You know what I'm saying? Where to get the mozzarella? Where to get the tomato sauce from Italy? Where to get the olive oil from Naples? Did I teach them any of that shit? Or did I say, look, man, we're going to automate this motherfucker. And when people come in, they're going to hit the Freeman Pizza app and FP app. Gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be innovative. And now I need you to make sure people are motivated. Let's bring them in here and tell them all how to be happy to sell pizza. Let's get the Freeman Pizza song. And everybody wakes up and welcome to Freeman Pizza. Well, we serve your ass. Give me your cash. I'm not going to teach them nothing about this game, am I? So, in an educated way, why are you waiting around? What the fuck are you waiting around for? It ain't in them to teach you. See, paying dues, man, it comes from that whole labor union. You look back in history, man, and motherfuckers didn't want to let the raw into the game. Let me tell you what the raw is, homie, for y'all who don't know what I'm saying when I say the raw. See, and let's look at art. There's always art school. And then there's just motherfuckers who can really draw. There's always singers. And then there's, you know, singing school. There's dancers. And then there's dancing school. Right? Because the singers could sing, but maybe he ain't polished. But he thinks because he don't have enough hustle, enough belief in himself, that I might need to go over there. But a lot of motherfuckers, rap is exactly that. Come from the raw. They trying to regulate it now. They trying to make motherfuckers pay dues. Well, you know, you didn't rap battle. You didn't do this. You didn't go through here. They trying to validate you by you getting dick by other people. Well, you know, you ain't with a major. But this shit was free. Like I said in the beginning, man, it's idiotic for motherfuckers to be paying dues on a game that's free. This game is free. The money is free. The hustle is free. All you got to do is get out there and go get it. It ain't nobody in this world. God himself cannot stop the hustle, homie. You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to wait for these motherfuckers. If you wanted to go outside and start a landscaping company, again, what do you need? To go tell the city that you're a business. That's it. They don't got any regulations. Just pay us our shit when you get your money. We want our cut of the chips. That's all they care about. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you from being a mechanic. Go learn the shit. Go outside and open your shit. I told you when I was in law school, one of my homies, I was just going to go out there. First thing I was going to do, pass the bar and go sit at the ticket place where all y'all saps too many goddamn tickets. Go and get, hey, I got to sit here for traffic duty. I'm going to sit there and I'll say, you give me 50 or you give me 20. And I'm going to get your shit knocked down for what is it, 500? I'm going to get it down. I'm going to get it knocked. I'm going to try my best to get it knocked. But if so, I'm going to get it down about 50. Now, why wouldn't you give me a dub so I can get that shit knocked down, homie? You would. So if I did that 10 times, that's $200 a day. That's a G a month. Tax free, in my pocket, folding up dubs. Homie, nobody, what the fuck I care? Nobody gonna come and catch me. Right? So I'm 4G strong. Who gonna stop me? Did I pay dues? Did I go to under a law firm that specializes in traffic tickets? No. You understand what I'm saying? The game is free. Now, I bring this up because, like I tell you, in constant interaction with my nephew and always talking about, well, Uncle, I'm going to do this, and I think the reason why y'all didn't, because y'all didn't go get this, and you didn't stay here long enough, and I got a 5-year plan. I said, if you needed $1 right now, would you make a 5-year plan? He said, no, that would be stupid. I said, well, if you need $1 million, what the fuck is a 5-year plan? See, you think, because you educated, and you think that $1 million takes 5 years to create. It doesn't. It takes the hustle right now. You dig what I'm saying? But you've been trained, young homie. You've been taught. You've been coerced. You've been influenced. You think that this is what intelligent people do. Wait they ass in line at the cafeteria. Wait they ass for that magical jello. What the fuck are we waiting for? Nobody pays dues except a goddamn dumbass. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, certain professions, because they don't want you killing motherfuckers trying to be a fake ass doctor. Understood. They don't want the elevator to drop. Understood. But that's public safety. What the fuck that got to do with pizza? The fuck that got to do with being a rapper or being a producer? The fuck that got to do? You letting other entities regulate your hustle, your talent, and tell your bitch ass to wait. For what? For them to feel comfortable with your ass? Freeman, I always love, I love music, so I don't got no beef with hip hop. Love rap music. But I'm always shocked when motherfuckers say, hey, we got to push your album back because, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's slowing down your money. What if me and you are on the street? Take the same scenario. We on the street and you hungry. And I said, well, you're going to have to wait 2 more hours for a tuna sandwich. What the fuck for? Because the tuna got to be right. The tuna got to, what the fuck? It's tuna. Now they think they helping to craft your goddamn image and you over here starving. See, in this game, man, the internet made the game even way worse than, not worse for us, worse for them. Because I could put out a podcast, I could put out a book, I could put out a song right now and blow the fuck up. I can influence people on Facebook, I can go out and hit the streets. I don't need any of these motherfuckers to stop to build my hustle, do I? None. It's all in me. But when you hear me say, oh, Freeman, you from Compton and you grew up, and that could be true. You grew up around dope, you grew up around a lot of shit, you grew up with an understanding that ain't nobody really stopping me. I'm the motherfucker stopping me. I'm scared. When I was a kid, right? Not even kid, teenager. Motherfuckers used to tell you scared, man. You scared of this hustle. You scared of this money, man. That's why you ain't doing, why your bitch ass will be broke. This is the kind of shit I grew up hearing, right? So I grew up knowing, hey, man, I'm gonna be broke if I'm sitting here fucking hesitating. You hear people say, study long, study wrong. Again, that's what they telling you. Hesitating all your whole fucking life to shoot a free throw, homie. You're gonna fuck it up. Just deal with it, live with it. Jump out here and fucking lose. Jump out here and fucking win. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of my ideas, a lot of my businesses, a lot of things I do, homie. I wish I could tell you that I was sitting here saying, I wrote down a 5-year plan, and then I sketched it out, and then I wrote the pros and cons. Sometimes I'm just sitting there pitching shit, sending text messages with pictures to a couple of my partners and saying, what do you think of that? What do you think? Now, I already thought it's a good idea, but I'm just in it for one more little feedback because this is my peoples and I want them to tell me this is some bullshit. But usually I don't send out losers, I'm sending out winners. So I already know. So now I'm jumping out there. I ain't waiting for everybody to love it. I ain't even waiting for the customers to know if they want it. I know it's a need. I see it's a need. Let me push the product. Let me see what's happening. I didn't pay dues. Well, according to market research, motherfuckers with screwdrivers prefer a left-hand screwdriver. Even though the screwdriver is universal, when you put the word left-hand screwdriver, left-handed motherfuckers buy it. What the fuck I care? You understand what I'm saying? In this game, young homie, and I want you to remember this for the rest of your life, you're holding yourself back. You're allowing these devils to think that they can monitor what you do or make you grow. You're waiting in line to be a preacher, a pastor, or whoever the hell you are. You're waiting for these motherfuckers to somehow ordain you, to co-sign you, to grant you authority, to bless you as a new king. Are you crazy? See, paying dues, homie, in the bigger scheme of things, is waiting for approval from others. Waiting for them to tell you that you're good enough now. You were good enough when the idea came up, young homie. You were good enough when you woke up this morning. I've been good since the day I was born, homie. I don't need God to validate me. I don't need the church to validate. I've been good. Hey, shit, man. You listen to your boy Daniel Freeman, man. I've been walking on water since a baby, man. Those stories ain't nothing new. It's what I was already doing. So you gotta know, man, that all this paying dues stuff is in your mind. Of course, when they talk about, if you're talking to an entrepreneur, you're talking about somebody who's hustling, the paying dues part is really him saying that, yeah, man, you might have started McDonald's, but I hope you're ready for the learning curve. But you're in the game. You're not outside the game, because we know from running the business that you can't ride a bike unless you get on the bike. And all these educated motherfuckers are writing books on how to get on the bike. Get on the goddamn bike. Sell a goddamn pizza. See if the shit hit. Do it on a small scale. If you're scared of losing, do it small. Sell them at the barbershop. Freeman Pizzas, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a little 2 slices and shit. I'm working on something. You know what I'm saying? $1 a slice. The goddamn bread don't cost you, the whole goddamn ingredients don't cost you nothing. Hot, fresh slices at the next barbershop. Right? I mean, it's just a hustle, homie. But they got you paying dues in a game that's free. I gotta say that 200 times so you motherfuckers get it. You're paying dues in a game that's free. The law, the city, the government just want to know that you making money so they can get their cut. You operating on they blocks, on they corners. You got to pay dues for being on that block. Meaning you got to pay taxes, not dues, taxes on these motherfucking blocks, homie. So they saying if money moving, you got to move some money on my pockets too. So the biggest thing I want you to remember about this whole podcast, homie, is don't pay dues. Don't put that shit into your plans. Freeman, I gotta wait till, you know what I'm saying, Harriet Tubman get back with the next load of slaves before I leave. What the fuck you waiting for? She already brought you here. Freeman, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm getting the right pizza. I don't know if I'm getting the right sauce. Most motherfuckers just eating Little Caesars pizza and all kind of inferior ass fucking pizzas. And why the hell can't you open them? Well, they don't like black people serving pizza. They got Chinese people giving out soul food. Fucking give it a shot, huh? You know what I'm saying? Call that shit Black Brothers Pizzas. You know what I'm saying? Call that shit Power Pizza. You know what I'm saying? Put some barbecue sauce on that motherfucker, homie. You know what I'm saying? Put a no pork on my fork pizza out there so other people can come in there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Paying dues for what? In a game that's free. Money is free. God has given us this ways of coming up for ourselves. It's out there every day. We don't need their structure. We don't need their approval. We don't even need their license half the goddamn time for what you're about to do. But if you want to play the game the right way without looking over your shoulder, give the government they cut of the money, man. That's just the way the game is. You know what I'm saying? They patrolling the things to make sure you don't get robbed. Sometimes you gotta pay to play, man. But don't pay for a game that's free. Do not pay for a game that's free. Your hustle, your knack, your talent is yours. For someone to come along, or for you to allow someone to come along and say, wait your turn, because we want to see that you could turn a wrench 20 times to the right before we let you do brakes. We got to see if you're going to burn a burger before we let you run the skillet. If you in they shit, welcome to being the corporate slaves, homie. If you in they shit, you got to wait your turn. I know you can do everything, Freeman, but we want to wait and see if you'll be a good manager. I was managing shit before I got here, but I got to wait for their approval. Again, to wrap this shit up, don't pay for a game that's free. Do not pay for a game that's free. Next time, partner.